Good morning, welcome to the next podcast of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. It's been quite an interesting week this week, I have to say, on the memorabilia front. Postcards eventually turned up from Australia after about 5 weeks, but so I'll have a little look at those in a minute. But first, it's September magazine of the Cricket Memorabilia Society arrived this week, which is full of great information and a great society to be in if you're a cricket memorabilia collector. Which will give you all sorts of articles in there on the updates of things coming out and nice articles on bits and pieces that have been around. You can also write in there about your collection if you wish, which is a great idea because he's always Alex Picker's always looking for people to put articles in there. So anyway, there was a nice piece in here this week this month about Anthony Collis, who was one of the founder members of the Cricket Memorabilia Society. Unfortunately passed away. But he was quite influential in writing books and bits and pieces, and Jeff Welsh has done a nice write up there on Anthony. So Anthony Collis, he was responsible for the Fostershire book there, along with many others for inputs in other books and with other people. So that's quite an interesting book there on Fostershire, which is Worcestershire as we know. And then with Jeff Welsh, he done a lovely ins and outs books, which went around the country finding pub signs which involve cricket. So there's quite a few in there. Unfortunately got this one signed by both of them, and David Frith done a forward as well, so got him to sign that as well. So it's quite a nice interesting little book there. You wouldn't think there was anything in it, but some lovely pub signs around the country. Unfortunately we're losing pubs fairly quickly, so some of these might not be here anymore, including the one that I've got on my fence outside. Anyway, so that's a nice write up there by Jeff Welsh. He's had his problems as well, so hopefully Jeff will come through his problems. But he's done a nice one there on Anthony Collis. So don't forget, £22 for full membership for the CMS Magazine, and £24 for a family member, and you've got to add £10 on there for an overseas member. So get hold of Steve Cashmore, put onto the Google Cricket Memorabilia Society and join. So it's a great society to be involved with. Okay, so Nigel Roberts kindly sent me some cigarette cards. These ones here, look, got the world's best cricketers presented with adventure. And on the number one, they're not full sets by any means. Number one on there is Don Bradman. Is he number one? Yeah, he's number one, Don Bradman. So these look like sort of 1930 types. So that one's with presented with adventure. They sent me some more. This one here, Boys Magazine. And we've got on the front there, we've got Harold Lard on the front there. Sent me half a dozen of those ones. So not full ones by any means. We've got Archie Jackson here now. He's number one this time, Archie Jackson. And this one's presented with the Rover for boys. So quite a nice different sets there from Nigel Roberts there. Thank you very much for those. So now I'm going to try and find those to keep the sets going. Not quite sure how many would be involved, but probably 25 probably is a normal number for a set, isn't it? Anyway, going on to the ones that have just arrived from Australia. These lovely, they're a bit quite thick card really, but quite flexible, and they're from with compliments of the Bungalow Theatre, Maryborough. Now, a lot of theatres were producing these cards, but the sounds of it just after the 1930 team come home from England. So these are all from Maryborough. So we've got Alan Herwood, Alan Fairfax, Pornybrook and Stan McCabe. Unfortunately I missed out on the Bill Ponsfield one, but they're lovely, very rare cards I have to say, rarer than a point for USA at the Ryder Cup. Haha. Hopefully we're going to beat them today, so I'm quite pleased with these. I know Pete Schofield's got a set, but he doesn't think they're all from the same cinema. I know Warwick's got a set as well, which probably aren't from the same cinema. But there was the write-up on them, which is here, which I've printed off from Pete's thing. It's a special autographed Don Bradman bat for boys and a high-class tennis racket or beautiful doll for girls, among big prizes to be won. And it says, would you like a set of souvenir photographs of the victorious Australian cricketers who are bringing the Ashes back home? So it gives me the impression of the 1930s, after the 1930 tour. All you have to do is to attend the matinee every Saturday at the theatre, at this theatre, and you'll receive free a beautiful postcard sized photograph of one of the members of the team. There's 15 in the set, by the way. A different photograph will be presented each week. Save them, and when you have the complete team of 15 players, hand or forward them together with your name in an envelope to the manager. In addition to the prizes mentioned above, there are many other prizes to be won by those who collect the whole team. All sets will be returned to the competitors. Save this photograph of Australia's popular captain. This is on the back of the Bill Woodfall card. It is first of the set 15 to be presented. We wish you good luck. So that's on the back of the Bill Woodfall card. So I'm saying they're pretty rare things, these. So I'm quite happy to get them. But whether I shall ever get them all from Marlborough or not, but is another thing. So that's a nice set from Australia. The Maryborough, which is in Queensland, I think you'll find. Bungalow Theatre. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that little perusal into last week's stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.